You know, it seems every time when I'm telling you I'm driving a new minivan, I ask you to please don't touch that dial as I envision your eyes glazing over. But you know, I still don't get it. The minivan is the Swiss Army knife of automobiles. It has something for everyone, kids or no kids. And like a heated steering wheel, anyone who's owned a minivan simply loves it. But it's obvious though that most consumers don't want to watch a minivan on TV or even buy one. Sales continue to slide. In fact, it's something like 2% of all vehicle sales in the United States. Okay, but having said that, please just bear with me for a few minutes because I want to introduce you to the new kid in the Toyota showroom, the Sienna. And I just found out that at this launch, the big cheese, the vice president of Toyota Canada, is actually here. So along with having a look at the Sienna, I've got some questions to ask Stephen Beattie. The first one is, why would a company like Toyota that happens to build the second most popular non-pickup truck vehicle in North America, as in the RAV4, want to bring out a new minivan?
See, I'm getting used now to being asked this question. Everybody else is leaving the marketplace. Why are you bringing out a new one? And the answer to it is, we think there's lots of opportunity in parts of the market where other companies have decided that they can no longer be competitive. The mid-sized car market, for example, where Camry's the #1 seller in the marketplace, and Prius Prime is, in any given month, #3. We think as other people leave, there's an opportunity to do new and different and really interesting things that sort of revive that marketplace and allow you to go deeper into the segment.
Now, the exterior design of the Sienna, and you're ready for this? The inspiration for designers was the bullet train in Japan as well as the Toyota Supra. On the interior, well, as a friend of mine used to say, it's a beautiful thing. And that includes one of the things I love about minivans, the back seats, these captain chairs. I mean, nobody likes to sit in the back seat of a car, especially on a long trip. Here, well, you feel like you're sitting in first class. I mean, you even have your own TV and the seats slide up and down. What's there not to like? Okay, another question for Stephen Beattie. Stephen said that this minivan would redefine the minivan market. How do you do that?
As we move on, what we're finding is there's an opportunity here to produce a vehicle like a minivan that has superior fuel economy to our previous subcompact cars, that has airline business class type seating in the second row, that has the ability to set new levels of style and comfort, that looks much more SUV-like than the boxy minivans of the past. We think this is a really special product and is going to appeal to a much broader segment of the market.
Now, the new Sienna comes with a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, 2 electric motors for a combined horsepower total of 245. Now, as we said, this vehicle only comes in one flavor, and that's hybrid. Fine, but what about customers? It may deter some of them who are looking at possibly at a minivan, but they don't want the hybrid technology.
For most Canadians, they're looking for the most fuel efficient, most power efficient, and easiest driving vehicle they can find, particularly in the minivan class. This is a family vehicle. It's going to take you on long trips. You don't want to be thinking about how often you have to stop for gas. So I think that making it just the base powertrain as a hybrid actually solves a lot of problems for our customers. And at the end of the day, allows you the greater range and flexibility that hybrid technology brings. For the last 20 years that I've been at the business of selling hybrids to Canadians, every year we have people coming to that space fresh. And the #1 question that I get every year, and you'll be surprised, is, do I have to plug it in? For the people who are making that first transition from an internal combustion engine to electrified powertrain, a plug-in is not necessarily beneficial. Now, we're on a journey here, and every year the powertrain options get better. They get more fuel efficient, they get lower emission, and they become more accessible for Canadians at a better price point. So, as I said, I got high hopes for this one. I think it's a great vehicle.
The bottom line on the new Sienna, well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a big fan of minivans, and this definitely should be on your shopping list. In fact, I like these so much that I think when the old man here finally retires, myself and Isabel will probably buy one. Great way to get around. Also, the business class seats in the Sienna, a lot cheaper than in an airline. As for my image, well, as you know, that ship sailed a long time ago. The question with this one is, though, it only comes in the one hybrid flavor. Will that increase or cut into potential sales? Well, one thing I've learned in 32 years of motoring TV, don't bet against Toyota. So here's the question, where were you 32 years ago? I know some of you weren't even a glint in your father's eye. As for me, well, I was in diapers, but found time to get motoring TV off the ground. And today I like to think we've got one of the best automotive video libraries in the world. If you agree, please give us the thumbs up and also subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.